And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Daz, and this my journal. If you new here, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a while, I appreciate you. Keep tuning in, and I'm gonna keep giving y'all new gems and things that I've been learning on an everyday basis. With all that being said, let's jump straight into it. No more 14-day semen retention journey. It's no more 14 days. We're gonna do 30 days. And the reason we're doing 30 days is because I know that I could do it, and I know that you could do it too. I know that you could do it too. So with that being said, we're gonna stop selling ourselves short. We're gonna stop trying to give us ourselves the bare minimum when we know that we can achieve way more for ourselves. And I realized that I've been like trying to sell myself short on my goals, or trying to sell myself short on things that I know that I should be doing, and or things that I know I could do way more of. And we done with that. So the first things first is we doing 30 days. We're gonna start it over too. This is the reset. This is the first day, and we're gonna go the whole 30 days. August didn't start yet. August is 2 days away. So that means 2 days before September, that's when we're gonna have 30 days in. And even after the 30 days, if you want to go longer, I think I might go longer. So if you want to go longer, just keep commenting, and I'm going to keep writing y'all. I'm going to keep commenting back, and let's build a relationship from there so we can keep talking about, the little things that go on and how each of us overcome lust, or not just lust, but overcome releasing, overcome just even a thought of that. Because that's really a lot of what it is. A lot of it is really just, it formally as a thought first. I realized that. And if you don't kill that thought as soon as it come up, it usually grow and it ruminate until it's like now you feeling urges. And that's why that's the first thing I want to talk about. Mentally, it feel like it's the hardest thing to do. It's not even the physical. I realize that. It's not really the physical, because it's a lot of times that I'll get aroused or I'll get blue balls, and I'll just tell myself, I'm not doing that. And because my mental is in the right place, my body will follow suit. So since I learned that if your mental is in the right place, your body follows suit, a lot of the times where I used to relapse, or a lot of the times where I used to call somebody and just like, nah, it was a mental thing. So with that being said, I'm here to give you a couple of things that you could do to get your mind off of it. One thing that I do now, and I picked up, I learned that is a lot of times we want to pick up new things to do and say, I want to do this. Instead of like an old habit. If you got an old bad habit, you will want to drop the bad habit and pick up something instantly new. A lot of times, we got to just learn to drop the bad habit first, period. Just that's the first thing. Drop the bad habit and the bad thought. Drop it. Because a lot of times, when you do bad habit or bad things, or like things that go against who you are, or how it make you feel, it brings negative thoughts. It brings negative thoughts. And once you have negative thoughts, once you get into them low vibration of like shame or anger or feeling helpless, or just feeling in like a zone where you feel like you need help, you feel like you want to turn, usually releasing or smoking or drinking is the easiest route to calming your nerves or relieving that stress, or or just escapism from whatever you was going through. And I realized that a lot of time, if we just take your time back and just sit and look back at what we doing, we'll realize that a lot of the things that a lot of the bad things that happen to us is because of us. It's because of us. And the things that we can't control, we just can't control it. So once you learn to look at your bad habits, that's first thing, you look at your bad habits, and then you say, you know what? I'm on my phone too much. So I'm gonna stop going on my phone. And it's gonna be hard. You gotta learn how to fight them urges. Cause once you learn how to fight different urges, once it comes to like lust, you're gonna have a better like standing ground. Cause now you're gonna know it's really a mental thing. Cause you're gonna, at first when you stop using Instagram or something, you're gonna miss it at first. But then when you stop using it after a while, you're gonna be like, I never needed Instagram. I never needed social media. And all that tie back into your thoughts, because you got to build a strong mind. You got to build a strong mind. And how you build a strong mind is removing the bad habits first. And then you add in good habits. Say, for instance, right, if you off your phone for, if you say today, I'm off my phone for, I'm not going to go on my phone, I'm going to only spend 2 hours on my phone. Do that today. And then tomorrow, say, I'm gonna spend only 2 hours on my phone tomorrow again. That's cool. And then on the third day, add in a book. Why now? Because you got so used to not being on your phone that adding in a book won't seem that bad. But if you just say from the first day that you start and you're like, I'm gonna stop going on my phone and read a book, it's gonna feel like you're trying to pick up a chore, or it's gonna feel like you working, like you're trying to do something that's like work, and it's gonna feel like you're doing something against yourself instead of learning how to be bored and then learning how to pick up something that's good for you instead of bad for you when you're bored. Because it's a difference. It's a big difference in that. So that's the first thing right there. Learn how to drop habits first and then pick up good habits that work for you. And then that all tie back into your mental, because you starting to learn how to be aware of what you're doing, and once you're more aware of what you're doing, you have a better chance of catching on to the thought and being like, all right, that's not, I'm not even accepting that thought, and learn how to just delete that thought one time. Because a lot of times, even with me, when the lust kick in or when I'm in that zone, it's usually from a thought, like from one single thought too. It could be like the simplest thought. The simplest thought about a girl, or the simplest thought about like a flashback, or whatever the situation may be. But now I'm learning that once that thought pull up, it's a killer. Like, all right, no, I'm not thinking about that. I got a mission to do. And that's the second thing right there. Have a goal. What's your goal? Like, what is the goal that you're working on? Because let's not just do this semen retention just to do semen retention, and we're not building ourselves as a person or as a man. What is your goal? And what I mean by goal, it don't have to be like, oh, I'm trying to make $1 billion by 30 days. No. What is your self-improvement goal like? If you overweight, do you plan on getting in shape? Use the semen retention journey as a motivation to get in shape. Or use it as energy to get in shape. Or what else? You want to read more books. You want to start focusing on things that can help you grow economically. Read more books on economics, or do things that can help you get ready to put you in position. No, to help you get ready so when you get in position, you know what to do with it. I'm learning that, like, this discipline thing it's not hard. It's just not something that we're not used to. And we're not used to it because we grew up, like, a lot of people, like, growing up in urban areas, we grow up with, like, one parent. That's a lot of us. Or two, we grew up with parents that just think, like, work, instead of, like, working on themselves and learning how to take control of their mind, or having control of their own mind, or learning how to stop doing things that they know is not good for them. Or not know, because a lot of times people don't even know, because if they knew better, they'll do better. That's a real saying right there. If you knew better, you'll do better. So a lot of times they don't even know better. They don't even know better. But if you know better, do better. If you know better, do better. So focus on yourself. Set a goal for yourself. If you overweight, you want to get in shape, set that as a goal. If you want to make more money, set that as a goal. If you want to focus more on making more money, set that as a goal. If you want to just focus on learning how to talk better, set that as a goal. Set a goal. What's your main goal at the end of the 30 days that you want to, like, if you want to learn something new, set that as a goal. Have a goal. So now whenever you, even like when the thought pop up in your brain, it's more or less like, all right, I got my goal and I'm going to do this. 30 days, I'm going to get to this. Because a lot of times, that be the only thing that's holding us back, and especially me sometimes. Because I've realized, like, I'll be in like a good zone, and then as soon as I start focusing on women, it's not like everything will come crashing down, because that's not really what happened. But it will be like a slow leak. It's like a slow leak. But when I focus on myself and I get myself right, don't get me wrong, of course, I love women, so I love women attention. But right now, I got something that I want to attain. So let me really attain that first. And then after I attain that, I'll, entertain women. And a lot of the time, when you go on this semen retention thing too, you got to start being honest with yourself, fellas. You don't be ready for a female yet, or a wife yet, or a girl, like a real girl yet. And you're gonna attract what you are. So if you still in the energy of like not trusting in yourself, not believing in yourself, not fully being capable of being a leader, you're not gonna attract the right girl for you. And I'm starting to really believe in that, because like, if you keep yourself upkept, you don't want no girl that move or keep theyself a certain way. So you gotta keep yourself. And if you a man, right, and you can't lead yourself, and a lot of time leading take a lot of discipline. In order to be a leader, to lead other people, you gotta first learn how to lead yourself. And leading yourself, a lot of times what it look like for real is leaving the things that you gotta leave behind. Leave them behind. And doing things for a better you, even though it might feel like you losing at the moment, you know that in the long run, it's really helping you. So I would like to say this. A lot of times, when you chasing girls and then girls don't want you, because girls could smell it. Girls could smell it, like, and I realized that, like, the more when I be chilling, I'm in my own zone. That's when they flock to me. And I'm not saying when I be on them too, but when I'm chilling, I'm in my own zone and I'm doing what I gotta do and I'm really focused, locked in, it's a difference, and I see it. And I'm just saying that to tell you that water your garden. Don't go chasing butterflies. Water your garden so the butterflies can come to you. Word. So focus on something. Set a goal. Set a goal for these 30 days. If you want to learn how to speak Spanish, learn how to speak Spanish. Set a goal, though. Set a goal. And when you set that goal, let it be something that you really want too. Don't let it be a goal that's like vague, or something that you don't like, you just like think you want. Let it be something that you really, really, really want. So every time the thought of like even relapsing or going or saying, damn, I'm about to call this girl over, you'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna chill. I'ma chill. Cause I got this goal. And I gotta do this. I made this promise to myself. Let's stop breaking promises are not meant to be broken. Let's look in the Bible for real, y'all. Right? God make promises to us, right? And when he make promises to us, he fulfill them. That means that promises are not meant to be broken. Promises are meant to be fulfilled. So fulfill the promise that you make to yourself. If you say you're going to do 30 days, do 30 days. Do that 30 days. Don't lie to yourself. Don't make yourself feel like every time you tell yourself you're going to do something, you won't do it. Nah, do it. Son. And I was going to say, do something out of routine. Do something out of routine. Like, if you a person that get up 8 o'clock in the morning, get ready for work, and then when you wake up, set an alarm an hour earlier. Go on a 30-minute walk, a 20, 10, 15, not even 30, 10-minute walk. Wake up earlier, do some push-ups, go on a 10-minute walk or read a book. Do something that change out of your routine. Pick up a new hobby during the day. Give an hour. Give at least, I would say we get 24 hours. Give at least 2 hours to yourself. 1 hour in the morning where you pick up something different during the morning, and then an hour during the day where you pick up a new hobby, you pick up a new skill, you pick up something new that's fresh to you, that keep your mind going, that keep your mind wired, that keep your mind, flowing. Because now what that's going to do is it's going to take your mind off of just wanting to be in that zone all day. You don't want to be in that zone all day. You want to be thinking about doing something. You want to be actually doing something. You want to be trying new things because you never know what you might like. That's the problem with a lot of people. They feel like their life is set in stone. They feel like they tried everything since they was young, so that's just it. No. Keep trying new shit. Keep being curious. If you felt like you wanted to try guitar when you was younger, go buy a guitar and go try that motherfucker. Word. So that's the last thing right there. Do something out of the normal. Do something out your routine. Wake up early, go walk for 10 minutes. After you walk, go do your regular routine, but after you get home in the afternoon, set an hour out to just do something new. Do something new. Even if it's a new hobby, if it's learning how to play basketball, whatever it is, just learn something new. So with all that being said, we doing 30 days. We doing 30 days. Don't forget that. We doing 30 days, not 14 this time. That's the reason I stopped. I kept going too, but I don't want to do 14 this time. We doing 30 days. We could do it. I could do it. You could do it. We gonna do it. With that being said, it's your boy DAZ'S, and I'm out of here. Peace.